now that Bernie Sanders is caught and passed Hillary Clinton in Iowa, and he had already been beating her in New Hampshire, panic has set in at Clinton headquarters. And if they're not panicking, they should be. But they are. So Huffington Post reports Hillary Clinton used to avoid uttering the name of her main rival for the Democratic presidential nomination, Senator Bernie Sanders. But that phase of the race has definitively ended, with Clinton and her team staging a multi-pronged attack on Sanders in the first weeks of the new year. So are they feeling the burn? Yes, most definitely. And having been singed, they're on the counterattack. But these counterattacks remind me of how she counterattacked against Barack Obama. And overall, I don't believe it's going to be very effective for the reasons I'm going to outline here. First of all, they explain further, Clinton herself has laid into Sanders in the last 2 weeks, unspooling a new tactic of directly attacking her competitor. Now, this is the strategy that everybody does that's already in power. First, they ignore you. She wouldn't even mention his name. Then the mainstream media ignored Bernie Sanders for all of this time. Then they attack you, and you know the rest of the quote. And eventually you win. So now the attack has begun. Let's get into the specifics. The first line of attack is preposterous. So the Clintons' campaign aggressive 2016 tactics began the day before Sanders was to give a major speech on financial policy. The campaign's chief financial officer issued a preemptive statement January 4th, arguing that Sanders was being soft on Wall Street by taking a hands-off approach to regulating the so-called shadow banking sector. That's the worst argument I've ever heard. Are you kidding me? That's your first line of attack? That Bernie Sanders is soft on Wall Street? Look, there are lines of attack you can have that have some validity. She talks about guns in a second. She's right about that. Even on education, I think she's got a good point to make. You start by attacking him by being soft on Wall Street. He said he was going to break their spines and drink their spinal fluid. He said he was going to pulverize the top 6 banks, break them up. They won't exist anymore. He's going to break them up. How much harder could you be on the big banks under Bernie Sanders? They won't even exist. That's soft on Wall Street? That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. And he went on to list all these different things that he would do. Reinstitute Glass-Steagall, which, by the way, Bill Clinton got rid of. Hillary Clinton still supports. Glass-Steagall allows the big banks to bet depositors' money and make money off of it. And if they lose it, oops. No, you don't get to bet with our money. You want to bet with your own money? That's separated out. That's what Glass-Steagall does. You don't get to bet with our money. Bernie Sanders says that he won't allow him to do that. Bernie Sanders says he's going to cap credit cards at a 15% interest rate. That's soft on Wall Street? No. This is... The Clinton campaign never learns, man. Maybe that's why they got their ass kicked in 2008 when they were supposed to be inevitable, and they're losing today when they're supposed to be inevitable. They're actually not very good at this. Because they think, okay, now you ignore your competition. Wassikterland, he caught us. Jesus Christ, boy, that turned out to be a bad idea. Okay, now that your competition has caught you, make up outrageous claims about them that aren't even close to true. Yeah, that is politics as usual, but it's not working. There's a thing called the internets. It's made a series of tubes. You should look into it. It delivers information to the people. I know back in the day when TV dominated, you could do all this politics, right? And you can get away with it. Now these lies are super obvious. Now, let's turn to things where she might have a good point. She says, if you're going to go around saying you stand up to special interests, then stand up to that most powerful special interest, stand up to the gun lobby. And she goes on to say, don't talk to me about standing up to corporate interests and big powers. I've got the scars to show for it. Okay, now these points are better. Now, first of all, I think Hillary Clinton is flat out better on gun policy throughout her career than Bernie Sanders has been. Bernie Sanders did vote to give gun manufacturers immunity. I think that's a wrong vote. He stands by that vote. He says that bill was complicated and there was good reasons to vote for it. But he says he's with President Obama and he agrees with all the executive orders that he would take to bring more gun control. And look, gun control groups have recently given Bernie Sanders a 100% rating on that issue. But the Brady Group endorsed Hillary Clinton because she is better on the issue. You want to do that line of attack, that makes sense, right? If you want to say, hey, you're telling me I don't fight the right wing, I don't fight corporate interests, I got the scars to show for it, well, look, that's at least half correct. The right wing has been vicious against the Clintons and against Hillary Clinton. If she emphasizes that, I think she'll galvanize support on her side. That's a logical way to go. Now, it's only half correct because corporate interests, they're like, yes, we would prefer Republicans who are going to give us even more goodies, but overall, corporate interests have been very kind to the Clintons. They've showered them with tens, perhaps, I don't know why I'm being conservative, almost certainly hundreds of millions of dollars in campaign contributions and also personal money they get to take home in the form of speeches. So, no, corporate interests have been wonderful to you throughout your career. Okay, so now Michael Briggs, the campaign spokesman for Bernie Sanders, responds by saying that Sanders spent a career standing up to powerful special interests, whether they be Wall Street, big banks, or big oil, or the pharmaceutical industry, you name it. Unquestionably true, obvious counterattack. Look, if overall Hillary Clinton's line of attack is, I am more liberal than Bernie Sanders, I'm going to wish you a lot of luck on that, because you are not going to win that battle. So that puts her in a tough, tough spot. Okay, then she turns around and says that he's too liberal. He's trying to do all things at once. She says, oh, single-payer Medicare. That's crazy talk from Bernie Sanders. Now, Bernie Sanders' campaign found an old tweet from John Podesta, who's now running Clinton's campaign, saying, boy, wouldn't single-payer be great? Oops. And they sent out a retweet saying, now, if you'd like to work for a campaign that actually shares your values, you should come over to the Sanders campaign. I believe that's called Berned. Now, Hillary Clinton strikes back, though, against Bernie Sanders on this issue and says, I wish that we could elect a Democrat who could wave a magic wand and say, we shall do this and we shall do that. That ain't the real world we're living in. This is the worst line of attack. It's worse than Wall Street. It's basically saying, oh, you want to be liberal. In the real world, you can't be liberal. No, you got to do what the Republicans tell you to do and have a limited idea of change. Good luck with that. You're going to get your ass kicked if you go down that road. Telling voters, no, you can't get the progressive positions that you want. Don't even try for it. Yes, scold them. See how that turns out. Now, one more issue here. In Dubuque, Clinton, this is according to the Associated Press, Clinton said she hoped that Sanders hurries up and releases more details of his tax plan because you deserve to see the comparison side by side. Now, she's right that she has been very specific in her tax plan and Bernie Sanders has not. So that's a fair line of attack. The ones that make sense, she should go for it, the guns, the taxes, etc. Overall, if you think that Bernie Sanders is not going to raise taxes on the rich more than Hillary Clinton, you got to be smoking the good stuff. Okay, yes, he should be forced to release his tax plan. That makes sense. But my guess is his tax plan is going to be much more liberal than Hillary Clinton's. So be careful what you wish for. But I like that she did that in Dubuque because that makes it the rebuke in Dubuque. Okay, I lied. There's one more policy. It's foreign policy. And Hillary Clinton had a snide little comment about that. She said, I'm prepared to do all parts to the job. In other words, I know Bernie Sanders is obsessed with domestic policy, but I care about foreign policy as well. Mixed bag. You might be able to scare some voters. Oh, Bernie's not ready to handle foreign policy. He's not going to know what to do with ISIS, etc. On the other hand, if you say, well, okay, I care more about foreign policy than domestic policy and income inequality, people's elbow on your head. So as you look at all of this lines of attack that the Clinton campaign has now unleashed, I rate it fairly ineffective. In fact, some of this will be counterproductive. When you start talking about how you're tougher on Wall Street than Bernie Sanders is, you're going to get laughed out of the room. And when you say, hey, I don't have a magic wand, so I'm not really going to try liberal policies as much as Bernie is, that is a woeful strategy. So not only has he caught her, he sent her into a tailspin. This does not look good for the Clinton campaign. They tell me she's inevitable, but I believe I've seen this movie before. I saw it in 2008. It's got a pretty good ending, but not for the Clinton camp.